What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing our Sunday sector recap, and we are just going over what the week looks like for the traders. So let's get into it. First, starting with the economic calendar for the week, we have some data coming out right here. Consumer confidence, new home sales on Tuesday, Wednesday, core durable goods. That's going to be important. Crude oil inventories, if you're an energy trader, that's important. FOMC, interest rate decisions, that's all on Wednesday, as well as the FOMC press conference. On Wednesday, Thursday, we have GDP numbers. This is what I am going to be looking at closely. The GDP numbers, as well as the core PC price index year over year. That will be Friday. So a big week on the economic front. And just to make things even that much more interesting, we have big earnings reports this week, starting with, let's see, so we have Meta on Wednesday, we have Apple we have Apple on Thursday, we have Amazon Thursday, we have Alphabet and Microsoft on Tuesday. We have, Friday we also have all the oil companies. We have CVX reporting, Chevron. Yeah, like I said, Thursday we have earnings for Amazon and Apple. Comcast as well. Spotify, I believe, reports Thursday. So we should get a good picture on the earnings for this quarter after this week. This is a big week with earnings. We have all the big names reporting. So we got to pay a close attention. Now, any of these, a bad miss could send the markets lower. So let's talk about that. Let's get into the markets a little bit. Starting here with the S&P 500 futures. As you can see, we kind of found a bottom here a few weeks back, and we've been bouncing ever since. From here, this is where things could get interesting. So keep in mind we are coming into the end of the month. It's July 24th today as I'm recording this, and the end of the month tends to bring volatility, whether that be sells or buys. So right now, looking at the monthly chart, this is kind of what we're seeing, kind of an inside month. So it's really up for grabs. Anything could happen at this point. I would not be surprised to see lower. I think we do see lower eventually, but we could print an inside month here and then push for another month, or maybe we sell beginning of August and engulf it down. I don't know. That's kind of how I would play it. That's how I am planning on playing it. Obviously, this is all comes in terms of percentages. So if someone were to ask me, obviously none of this is financial advice, but if someone were to ask me, what do you think is going to happen come the end of the week, the end of the month, I would probably give us, from where we're at today, probably a 70% chance that we're going to finish lower this month, somewhere down here. And I'd probably give it a 30% chance that it can push higher into the 412, 413s. So that's kind of how I'll play it. ES, this level, this above 410 into 415, I think that's a lot. There's a lot of supply there. I don't think that would be able to break it. We have this long downtrend line on the NASDAQ futures daily, which is still up here towards 1335, 1337. So still has some room to go if it'd like to. Now let's get into some of the sectors. The main sector that I was watching that had a great week was the semi names, and they're also some of the more beaten up names, right? So, but they were also the sector that had some of the best volume last week. So there are clearly buyers interested in the semi names. And moving into tech, you can see not much going on here. Still low volume. I think people are nibbling on the names, but that doesn't look like a capitulation bottom to me. XLY. So you'll notice all of these names are bouncing, and what you'll see down here is that the RSI is curled from, and this is a weekly chart, from down here near 30, and they bounced it up and reset the technicals all the way to 46. So you can see how they did that before here. Here was an example. They got the RSI down to 35 and then they bounced it to 50. You see that? And that's this candle right here, and then it was able to sell lower. So to me, that's kind of what looks to be setting up here. I don't believe we've reached a bottom yet. I think the GDP print on Thursday will be very important. Thursday is a huge day. You have Apple reporting as well. I mean, these are huge market movers. So for me, game plan for the week is to sit on my hands unless ES or SPY really pushes early week. If it does push early week, there's a good chance that I'll be jumping in for some longer dated puts. But to me, it's not worth trading. This is one of the most nuts weeks I think we've had in a long time, a very long time. So to me, anything could happen. This thing could rip, right? Or sell. I mean, I give it, like I said, a 70% chance probably that we see lower or that we close lower than where we're opening tonight, Sunday night. So that's kind of how I'm playing it. Is a lot going on. Is not the market that you want to sit up here and be forcing trades because you're going to get your butt handed to you. So I think the best thing to do for most people is just to sit on your hands and wait and let the earnings come out and let's see what happens. And you go from there, right? But another factor leading into this volatility will be VIX has pulled all the way back down to 23. So VIX has not been coming down this far and staying down long at all as of late. So if you're a volatility trader, arguably you're going to be starting to get long down here again for a bounce back up towards 30. Let's look at crude oil futures. They are just hanging on up here. So nothing really crazy going on with crude, but we do have some movers this week for crude with inventories as well as earnings for the American oil companies on Friday. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys watch or like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below any other videos you guys may like me to make. Peace.